A huge welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been a while since we did a video. This Tesla Model 3 of mine, the Red Rocket, has been in at the service station, and that's why we've been away for a short time. But got something special for you now with the channel. I'm really pleased that my neighbour and friend Ross works in the automotive industry, and he's going to be able to bring us some EVs to compare to the Tesla. Tesla Model 3 being the fastest selling EV on the UK market in the second quarter of 2020, selling over 4,000, substantially more vehicles than any of the other manufacturers. But you may be thinking, is the Tesla still the car for me to get into with so many others coming on the market? Well, the channel is going to answer just that for you. So please give a huge warm welcome to the channel to Ross and Oscar. Ross and Oscar, say hello.
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 Well, thanks so much for joining the channel, both of you. Really pleased, actually. Ross, tell us a little bit more about yourself. I say you're a professional in the automotive industry. What is it that you do?
Some people say professional. I mean, I'm not totally sure about that, but I'm an automotive consultant. So I work for a leasing company. So I work with companies, mainly in the corporate arena for company cars, and I look specifically after commercial vehicles as well. But within my team, we look after financial analysis. We also look at so many different elements to onboarding electric vehicles into companies' fleet policies as well.
Brilliant. Well, Russ has just got himself into this Mercedes EQC 400, and you and Oscar have been riding around in this for a few weeks now.
That's right. We've had it for how long now, Oscar?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's it.
So long enough to know what it's capable of and how you're finding it. So a lot of people will be watching this and thinking, is the Tesla Model 3, is that still the family car for me? Lots of people obviously purchasing them, as we've just said, but you've obviously gone for the Mercedes EQC, and you've got some stats. So I thought we would compare top trump style the Mercedes Model 3 to the EQC. Oscar's here, 6-year-old, to give a proper real-world sort of comparison as well as to how it works. See what you think of the Tesla and see what you think of the Mercedes. Oscar, is that all right? Good man. Okay, so Russ, let's get into it. Top trump style now. First things first, when you're thinking of buying a car, you want to know the price, don't you? That's really important. So what does the EQC come in at? These are both, obviously, we must point out, mid-range in their class, yeah? So what does yours come in at?
The entry level for an EQC starts at £65,720.
Okay, so this is mid-range of the Teslas. This is the long range, and that comes in at £48,490 base price. But obviously, if you want the paint, I've gone for most expensive colour paint. Of course, I would, as we've pointed out in other videos. That's an extra £2,000 for the red. So significant price difference still, even if you're maxing out on all the extras with the Tesla.
And what I would say as well, this is the second trim level. There's the Sport, which starts out, then there's the AMG line, which is this, and then there's the AMG Premium, and then the AMG Premium Plus as well. No advantage in terms of range, just all on trim level.
Also, when you're thinking of getting into a new EV, you're obviously thinking about battery size, and battery size was usually linked to range and its capability, so how often you're going to have to charge it. So the Tesla Model 3, 70 kilowatt battery. What do you get?
We've got 80 kilowatt battery.
So bigger battery, but as we said, you've got to consider range. So in terms of real world range, this is according to the EV database, what does the Mercedes pull?
So real world range is 230 miles.
Okay, so with the long range Tesla Model 3, you get 285 real range. So considerably more miles, but I suppose realistically, if you're town driving, depending on your commutes, you know, you're probably going to be charging it more regularly anyway. So that last 50 miles, you're probably going to be charging it before then.
Yeah,
is that fair to say?
And I think this has probably got the biggest disadvantage, because when we talk about weights, this one's sitting at just around just shy of 2.5 tons, and I think yours is at about 1.9 tons.
That's it, 1,900 and something kilograms for the Tesla Model 3. So that's probably, as you say, where the difference is. But you're in an SUV, so you're going to expect a little bit more bodywork, aren't you? And that's probably going to carry with the extra weight. But what's really important to people is capability. So your 0 to 62 in the Mercedes EQC 400 is
5.1 seconds.
It's quite slow, Russ. The long-range Tesla pulling in at 4.4 seconds 0 to 62. And of course, with a Tesla, you can do an over-the-air software update and get your acceleration boost, knocking off nearly another second off that. Can you do over-the-air updates in terms of enhancing your performance, Russ? See, so if you are thinking of upgrading in the future, you can do more software updates with the Tesla than you can with a Mercedes. Okay, so cargo volume. Okay, let's have a look at that first. If you're going on holiday, you've got a family, both have got various luggage capability, but how big is your boot in the Mercedes?
You know this one, don't you, Oscar?
500 litres.
It is 500 litres.
Okay, so this one, cargo volume of 542 litres in the Tesla, but your seats go down, don't you? And you've got a figure for that.
Yeah, that's right. So we've got 1,460 litres when you drop the seats, which was a massive thing for us. We're throwing bikes in the back, prams, because we've got a little one on the way as well. So yeah, quite a big factor.
But with the Tesla, the seats do come down, but because you've got the shelf being a sedan, there's no data in terms of actually what the litres are with the seats down. Have you got a frunk with the Mercedes?
We don't, unfortunately. It is just under their motors and metalwork.
Okay, well, of course, with the Tesla, you get a frunk, you can control it via your mobile phone. So I can open my frunk, there you go. What I normally do is keep my charging cable in there, but what I wanted to do, I wondered, just to prove how big this space is, how many Oscars or 6-year-old children can you fit into a frunk? Ross, can you lift Oscar into the frunk? And let's see if we can get you in here, Oscar. Let's see. There you go. So,
Just had all that bonnet work on.
how low can you lie, Oscar? There you go. You see, you can easily fit a 6-year-old child into the front space.
Thanks. Bye then. Thank you.
There you go. So proves the point actually. Plenty of room here in the Tesla's frunk. Back into the Tesla. So yes, the interior, far more minimalist. In fact, the big thing that stands out to me is no buttons really in the Tesla compared to the Mercedes. Great thing about the Tesla as well is you've got your contactless mobile phone charging. You just drop your phones in there and you can control that. Everything controlled through this single screen here in the Tesla. You also have voice commands, so you can say, open the charge port. And the charge port will open. And you do all things like that. Close the charge port. The other great things is you can remotely adjust everything here in the Tesla. So all through the screen, you just go on here and you can adjust, for example, your steering wheel location. You can electronically adjust the seats. You also have heated steering wheels, which the Mercedes doesn't have. So in the Tesla, no trackpad, everything controlled through this large touchscreen. Also, no head-up display here, everything just here. But when you're driving, it's not a big ordeal really. Having driven this for a couple of months now, it's not a big ordeal to see your speedo, everything here just to your left. The other great thing with a Tesla is when you're sat on a long journey or you're sat up at a charger, you can go on the entertainment systems here in the Tesla. And all you do is you go into your touchscreen, click entertainment, and there you go. You've got a mass of games, theatre options, and you can watch YouTube, which you can't do in the Mercedes. What do you think, Oscar? Good for watching YouTube from there? Well, the Mercedes, first impressions, really, really nice interior actually. Very traditional. What you do get with the Mercedes is this head display, which you don't get in the Tesla. Obviously, you just got the single screen and we'll look at that in just a second. Really, really nice looking car inside. Very much the furnishings, very traditional as what you would expect with most cars that you'd be used to. And what you can do is you can ask, hey Mercedes, what's the weather like?
Currently it is sunny in Stone with a temperature of 17 degrees. In the afternoon it will be sunny with temperatures around 21 degrees.
So that's quite cool as well. In terms of space, there's quite a reasonable amount of space here. Nice driving position. So this front seat moves fully forward, but also currently we've got it set in its current passenger position. So it's plenty of room here for someone in the front. So the question is, how much room is there in the back for young Oscar? Oscar, can you get in? With the Tesla, I don't have any keys. I've got a card for backup, but I can use my mobile phone to open the car and to drive it, and I can give multiple people access to my car and they can have their own individual keys on their phone. So have you got anything like that with a Mercedes?
The app has quite a lot of functions on it, but I will be honest, it's traditional keys, so you get 2 keys with it.
It's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it?
A bit old school, isn't it?
What about opening the boot? So can you use your phone or your devices to open the boot remotely?
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. There's a switch inside which powers it up and down, which is better than the GLCs.
So it's got a power motor boot lid, yeah, but you've got to use the remote or the old-fashioned
Press the button.
press the button.
Sorry.
So boot space wise, we said about the litres, but actually practicality wise, does it work for you?
It works for me, yeah, it works really well. It's obviously got a flat deck as well, so it's really easy to get everything in there. This has an extra section under here, which have quite a lot of storage under there as well.
Lots of stuff in there.
So I've got all like, you know, picnic chairs and whatever else that we have, and obviously just a normal cupboard. But again, when the seats drop down, it's really flat all the way through as well. And I think from an Oscar point of view, doing the Oscar test, Oscar, easy for you to get in?
Loads of room for an Oscar and not claustrophobic. The Tesla, obviously comparable boot space, but we haven't got a figure for when the seats are down, and of course we're restricted by the shelf in the sedan car. Yeah. So, but I can open my boot from my phone. You can't do that, can you? So let's open my phone first, and then let's open the boot. So all I need to do is go into the app. I can't do it. I can do it from inside the car.
Oh, here we go.
I can only do the front.
Here we
Okay,
go.
so opening the boot, I thought I could do it off my phone, but maybe I can't, or I just don't know how to. But what I can do is it is a power boot lid, and you just press the button underneath, and it should open. So similar to yours,
Yeah.
but maybe I can't open it off my phone. I thought I could.
Maybe I've redeemed myself.
Maybe you have with Mercedes. But let's see if we can get a 6-year-old Oscar into the boot of a Tesla. Oscar, you ready? Very careful with my paintwork.
Yeah,
see if we can get you in. Can you get in? Comfortable enough? I'm just going to shut the lid on you. You still, oh look, loads of room. You get more than one Oscar in there. And of course, with the Tesla as well, just like with the Mercedes, plenty of boot space underneath in the hollow where you would ordinarily have a spare wheel. You've got loads of space there for extra storage. Well, that just about rounds it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. A huge thank you to my guests, Ross and Oscar. Thanks so much for getting involved today. It's been great to look around the Mercedes EQC versus the Tesla. I don't know whether we've done enough actually to fully decide which of these is best. So what I'm thinking is we're going to invite you back and we'll do some more videos in the forthcoming weeks to see also about how fast these charge and actually what performance is like. What is that 0 to 62 and is it as per what it says on the EV database? Are you up for that?
I'm in. Sign me up.
Brilliant. So not just looking at the Mercedes, but we're going to be looking at other cars too. So please, if you haven't yet, click the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Star of the show being Oscar, certainly this week, and also give the bell a click to hear about all the latest videos. Thanks so much for watching and take care.